Well, maybe you should learn how to cook, Mike.
I cook a lot.
I cook a lot.
Stop following me around the restaurant.
She has like 4 stuff she makes.
I tell you about that, you know. In like the span of like 2 weeks, I saw Mike out like 3 times.
Yeah, we kept on.
You're like, God, leave me alone.
Like, was it Radizio, and then was it Wuhan?
No, it was at Highway Diner.
Highway Diner.
All
right,
places.
Highway Diner.
Highway Diner.
First off, Highway Diner's awesome.
I think it was Radizio first.
It was.
I walked into Highway Diner and like, what do you do with your life?
Yeah,
I see you
what are you
everywhere
doing?
at different times, and I go, look who's judging. You're standing here too.
The first time we went, like, to Radizio to try it the first time during lunch, like on a weekday.
I think that's the only time to go to that place because it's the only time you can afford that.
It was my birthday, yeah.
Yeah, they were there for my birthday because you get buy one, get one.
Really?
Sign
BOGO!
up for their,
Oh, I didn't know about all that.
Where-
Do that.
You can go for
What are we talking about? Wuhan?
The Radizio, the
Oh, okay.
Brazilian steakhouse. If you sign up for
Oh.
their email stuff on your birthday, you get a buy one, get one. So do it.
What? Awesome.
Welcome to the Stretch Gaming Podcast! Woo! On this week's show, we have Chad,
Hola.
Dorothy,
Hola.
returning Walter! This awesome hat. I actually like your hat.
Thank you.
And me, my name is Miguel.
Miguel.
This week,
Hola,
we're
Miguel.
playing Tetris Link again because I'm thinking maybe with 4 people this game won't suck.
I had lots of fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
You got your butt kicked,
Well,
I think, twice.
Doesn't matter. I was messing with you.
He was having a good time. All right, you can go first, buddy.
I'll go
I'm gonna
first.
let you go first.
Thanks.
All right,
Here we go.
and I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about stuff. Doctor Strange movie. Anybody in here in the Doctor Strange from the Marvel Universe?
I heard that, actually.
Yeah, they've been in talks about it, and they already have a director. His name is Scott Derrickson. Scott Derrickson. He's the guy who directed Sinister, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh my God, The Day the Earth Stood Still was terrible.
That's the only movie I've watched. It's the only
Sinister
one of those
wasn't
movies
bad.
I've watched.
I watched Sinister and The Exorcism of Emily Rose. And they're actually decently scary movies, which, when you're talking about Doctor Strange, is sort of what he does anyway. So, it makes me believe that they're actually going for the horror route of Doctor Strange, which, I'd be down with that.
That might be alright.
That'd be a decent movie.
Sure.
And Marvel has come out and announced, I'm assuming to pressure the person into agreeing to do it, but they want Jared Leto to play Doctor Strange.
Really?
Doctor Strange, yes.
How
Do
fascinating.
they have enough money?
Huh?
Do they have enough money?
Oh, yeah. They can afford Robert Downey.
No, that's true. He works cheap, though. He works for like a 6-pack and a...
That's not true at all. He made like $30 million or something like that on Avengers.
I believe that.
The next highest person on that movie was like...
Joss Whedon, the director.
No,
that's true.
That's probably true. But actors-wise was like Chris Evans, and I think he was like
So what happens with
2.3.
Chris Evans
I
made
just say
money
you
on
can put
that
anything
movie?
you wanted.
All right.
Yes, sure.
Man, you're all mean to me.
Everybody be mean, Chad. Everybody be mean, Chad. But yeah, Jared Leto at least looks the part, sort of. He kind of looks like Victor Strange. You know,
I've kind
he
of
cuts
forgotten
hair.
what he seems like since frickin' Fight Club, which was in...
Dallas Buyers Club?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be dressed up as a
Maybe.
tranny.
Well, I wonder...
Although
Maybe
Doctor
he'll be
Strange does kind of
skinny.
look like
He
a
was
tranny.
skinny as shit in that movie.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Well, he also, what was that serial killer movie he did, or assassin movie? He did some movie where he was a serial killer or something like that, and he gained like 60 pounds for
that
it
was,
too.
what about Lennox Killer?
Yes.
You can't go? Hold on.
I was cheating. No, I clearly saw
Hold
what you
on
did.
there.
You go ahead and re-roll that.
I'm not re-rolling shit. That was right.
That's it.
What?
Okay, now the dice is just loaded.
Hey, you better re-roll. Oh, never mind.
Boom. All right. Yeah. What, are you looking up that movie?
I'm trying to look up find a reference to the actual comic book character of
Victor Strange?
Victor Strange.
That's his name. Victor, right? Well, he starts out as
Hugo.
a heart surgeon or a neurosurgeon or something like that. And he was...
Obviously.
Hugo Strange is Batman.
Hugo.
But he starts out as a surgeon with like a bad god complex and kind of an ego case. And he loses he gets in a car wreck and somehow the only thing that's hurt is his hands. And he can't use his hands anymore. So he starts traveling the world looking for some magic cure for his hands, and he finally ends up at like this Tibetan temple or whatever.
Everyone always ends up in Tibet.
That's
where all the answers are.
It's like a magic city that only appears once every 10 years.
Yep.
And then they train him to become the Sorcerer Supreme. And that's the beginning of Victor Strange.
Okay, so here we have what I'm assuming is a relatively new rendition of Strange.
No, that's kind of classic. That's kind of a classic.
It's a classic sort of.
Yeah.
But I would assume recent or now-ish. I mean that's what they're going for, right?
Yeah, he's kind of always dressed like a gay magician in Vegas.
So then we go and let's see if I can pull up a photo of Jared Leto.
I'm gonna use magic.
Oh, look at that! They actually
do look kind of alike.
Kind of went there with
Oh,
that
yeah.
combo photo.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. There you go.
Yeah.
Check it.
There is a visual. I mean, in my mind, the only person that hits closer is probably Robert Downey, but visual-wise, but he's already doing kind of an important character.
Yeah.
It can't be like.
Yeah.
And considering they both live in the same town in that universe.
You can't be like Chris Pine and do, Human Torch and freaking.
They got a new Human Torch now.
Well, yeah, now.
Black dude.
That's an achievement on Marvel superheroes.
Once superheroes go black, they never go back.
I could buy that. I could buy that. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I like the idea. I wanted to bring it up though because I like the idea of the horror movie version of the Doctor Strange story because he deals with like demons and ghosts and crap, and that's generally what his bad guys are.
That actually is good.
Yeah. All right.
Better than Ghost Rider, anyway.
Oh,
Did anybody watch the second one? I never watched the second.
Dude, I actually watched the second one. I did.
How'd that turn out?
Yeah, well, I'll never get that hour and a half back. So.
Did you skip me? Somebody skip me.
No. There's a dice in front of me, so I rolled it.
Okay.
There's two.
Alright, next topic. Cody Walker. Younger brother Paul Walker, who recently passed. He just got done filming his parts. Him and his older brother Caleb stepped in and filmed some shots that Paul Walker needed to still fill in. And they were going to basically CGI his face into the right spot and stuff like that. But there's a few shots left needed for that. But it has been announced that Cody Walker will be put into future movies as well as an entirely new character.
What?
Yes.
Whoa.
Is he going to play Paul Walker's Fast and Furious character's younger brother?
He pretty much has to because he looks a lot like Paul Walker.
That's what I'm saying.
He looks a lot like, but like the older brother doesn't really look like you could if somebody tells you they're brothers, I'm like, oh, okay, I can kind of see it. Cody Walker looks remarkably like Paul Walker.
Now I've got to look that up too.
He looks like slightly scrunchier face version. It's like.
Man, that is brilliant. I bet the producers were like, yes. They were like, we'll throw buckets of money at you. How do you feel about that, Cody? I don't know. I
And we find out he's just a simpleton. Cody like money.
I don't know what he's going to do. He's literally been in 2 other movies ever outside of Fast 7.
I don't think it matters now anymore.
That is true. I did watch Fast 6 earlier this week, and the acting and script in that, I don't think...
Can you
Oh,
name,
yeah.
He looks a lot like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I could
Can
totally
you
buy
name
that.
3 movies that Paul Walker's been in that aren't Fast and Furious? She's all that.
Friday Night, not Friday Night Lights.
She's all
Is it
that.
Friday Night Lights? What's the football movie
yeah.
from the 90s
Yeah, what's
where...
it? Remember the Titan? No, he wasn't.
The Run, no.
See?
Friday Night Lights. Friday
See what
Night
I'm saying?
Lights.
We're gonna come up with 3, goddammit! Here we go!
All I asked for was 3.
Yeah, what was that football movie? he was
Yeah,
in? Shit.
what's his name? The kid from the hills or the OC? Or
Varsity Blues. Varsity
Blues.
Blues. Okay, Varsity Blues.
Oh, he was. Yeah. He was,
Yeah.
He was the main dude in that.
no, he wasn't.
No, he was
James
like.
Vanderbeek was the main dude now.
Oh, right.
Wow, you remember James Vanderbeek, man.
Well,
Wow.
He's the leader of the James Vanderbeek fan club, right?
He's the leader of the
What
pack.
was that like?
Running
what the hell
Scared was
TV
another
show
one.
was that?
Our live
Dawson's
studio audience is up. Running Scared.
Running Scared.
The remake of Running Scared.
You even knew the TV show that
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Was Running Scared the remake? Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Kidding
Are you
me.
talking about Running Scared with Billy Crystal and that other
Yeah.
guy?
It's a hardcore R remake of Running Scared,
Yes.
and he's in it.
Yes.
Not joking.
Who is the other person?
There isn't another person.
No, there is another person.
There has to be. That's what Running
All
Scared
right.
No, not in the
It's
Paul
a-
Walker.
Is this that last movie that they just released
It's a
it a little
buddy
while
cop
ago?
movie, man.
Brick
There's gotta be
Houses
another
or
guy.
whatever that was.
Brick Castles.
Brick Castles. Nails.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about an actual
An
remake.
actual.
Yes.
I don't think it was.
Running Scared.
You know what?
It's
It
called
might
Running
not.
Scared.
It was called Running Scared, but I don't know if it was an actual
I
remake
gotta
or
look
not.
this shit up. This is just.
That's
Here
what we're doing.
comes the smartphone section of the
Yeah, it's like,
show.
all right, that just throws things down. You're throwing me off. Too much pressure.
I'm not connected to your
All right. Who's got
I'm
an
going.
answer?
I'm going.
What's your fucking answer? I wanted
Suck it, Trent.
I wanted Trebek to do that one time. All right, what's your fucking answer?
He probably did do that.
All
We're gonna take a 7-minute break, folks.
Go ahead and splice it
All right.
last week's.
First, I'm shocked. He's been in 41 things. Now, I'm not sure they were all movies, but Paul Walker has been in 41
Cameron
things.
Bright, I guess. It looks
Okay.
like maybe.
What? That doesn't even mean anything.
Vehicle 19. I
No,
saw that.
this
That
wasn't.
was a-
This wasn't a remake.
What was that?
This is a low-ranking thug is entrusted by his crime boss to dispose of a gun that killed corrupt cops.
I always assumed it was a bad remake.
Oh,
Things
there
get out of control when the guns ends up in
It
the
is
wrong
called Running
hands.
Scared.
I
It is
can't
called Running
believe
Scared.
they just called it. What?
You know what we totally forgot? Eight Below.
Hey, below!
The Disney thing.
With the
dog
dog
movie.
machine.
Dogs?
Yeah, we totally forgot that.
You know what?
We forgot that.
Classic.
Yeah.
He's known for that movie.
They paid them $17 million to make that Paul Walker movie, and it grossed
17.
$6.8 million.
Ooh.
Was that even after he died? No.
Well, that's 2006.
Well, I'm
Oh,
sure.
so
I'm
no.
sure.
I'm sure it's gone up a little
Then that
bit
doesn't
since
count.
No, it's
Oh
got-
shit. Timeline.
Timeline.
Oh.
One of the worst
Oh
movies
my God,
I've ever
Timeline!
seen.
Oh.
And the book
wasn't
was
that
so
bad.
good.
The movie.
Walter.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, it was horrible. It was terrible.
Somebody smacking.
Maybe.
And no one.
I'll slip my hand.
I keep seeing it.
Horrible movie.
The skull.
Smack
The
myself.
skull, right?
Skull.
Right? Were any of
just
these
keep
movies
coming.
made for over 30?
Oh, I think he was the bad guy and She's All That. I hate
You
that
said
movie.
that.
I said she's all
Did
that.
you? Okay,
He was
I
in.
hate-
Who was that? Prince, Freddie Prince.
Yeah.
That was Freddie
What's
Prinze
her
Jr.
name? I don't even remember the bad.
Oh, what is her name?
Who?
Rachel.
Rachel
Yeah,
Lee
that
Cook.
dark-haired.
Rachel Lee Cook.
Rachel
That
Lee Cook.
dark-haired temptress.
Man, this
She
is
is.
a lot harder
She
with
is.
4 people than it was with 3 people.
It is way harder.
This game is dramatically different.
Somebody scored a point, didn't they?
Excuse me.
Somebody got a point.
Yeah, yellow got a point.
I got a point.
All right, yellow's the only one with a point right now.
Damn straight.
Although Dorothy's on the verge of.
And just so you know, he was on one episode of Charles in Charge in 1990.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights.
That's terrifying.
Deal with it. It was beautiful.
Deal with it.
Do you okay? Now is
They just
this?
keep coming.
Here's 2 possible outcomes of how this happened. How Cody Walker got this job. One, he worked on the movie. They're like, "Oh, you're amazing, and we need a new character. We'll put you in." Or was it, "Hey, let's bank a bunch of fucking money off the fact that you're Paul Walker's younger brother, and kind of look like him, and then it's easy for us to write the next couple of story arcs.
I can't decide which one it is. A or B. I'm going to go with...
Oscar nominee? Cody Walker?
And then maybe okay, here's the 2 movies he's been in prior to this. Abandoned Mine.
2. Abandoned Mine 2. Abandoned Mine 1 was much better.
Abandoned Mine, which came out last year.
Totally believe you.
And in 2006, so there's a bit of a gap, he was in a straight-to-DVD make Christian movie called Daniel and the Lions.
Well, he's been busy doing other things like producing.
When you're Paul Walker's brother,
Sitting
you just
around
live in his
Paul
guest
Walker.
house.
It's totally
man.
true.
What
Just
do you
being
do?
part of that entourage. He was probably a very important part of that entourage.
Yeah.
He probably did
That's how he got the role.
stuff.
Yeah.
The entourage
For him,
kept coming around
you know.
after he died.
Yeah.
What do we do now? We're like, here, we'll put you in a movie. He was like, okay.
The entourage voted amongst themselves who was going to be elevated to the new Paul status. And Cody ascended the throne.
Oh,
He had to kill Caleb. Just be fair, he did have to kill
Oh,
Caleb.
we're
They
gonna
had
get
a
so much
death
hate
battle.
now for
It's like an abandoned swimming pool.
Two men enter, one man leaves.
We're gonna get so much hate mail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's shameless and awful, but they're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Let him do
Let
it.
him do it. Let him do it.
Oh, okay. Good for him for making the $10 million, $5 million, or whatever they're going to pay.
Way to have the correct DNA package, buddy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good work.
Some people work years for that.
That's
You
right.
just
You just fell right into
Daniel
it.
and the
It
Lion.
was nothing.
If I'm not going to
We're
score any
just
points,
jealous.
nobody scored any.
We're just jealous because we're sitting here doing some crazy YouTube show and not getting paid a dime for it. So you just do what you're good at.
What are you talking about? This is what I want.
Mike wanted to go into porn, but there weren't any openings, so he's doing this.
Also, apparently, tiny dick doesn't work.
I don't know anything about that.
We have his wife right here, though.
There's got to be some
What
kind of...
I'd like to know is, why isn't there a niche for that? You know what I mean? Like the tiny dick.
Exactly. There's got to be
There
some kind
probably
of...
is. I mean,
gotta be.
fetish thing
it's like
for that.
Rule 34.
Yeah.
There's a fetish of it
It's
somewhere.
reserved for the
Yes.
dwarves. The dwarves get that. They get
There's
that.
little person porn. There's
Little
little
person
person
porn.
porn. That's for sure.
Now we know. Okay.
All right. Next topic. Amazon, sometime on June 18th, is going to have an unveiling event, and it's predicted that they're going to unveil the first ever 3D phone. I also want to do one of those.
So you have strong feelings about this.
Well, doesn't it just seem like a 3D phone is a waste?
Totally.
Kind of. Yeah.
Absolutely a waste. Yes.
It's going to be without glasses, anything like that. Glasses free, and it's apparently using
This is a
a
Nintendo
couple of
technology.
cameras. Yeah, the Nintendo technology, effectively. They're going to use a couple cameras to track eye movement in order to
Oh!
register. I don't know. Fuck. Whatever.
They're tracking eye movement, among other things.
Also used.
Porn app, it's not safe.
Where are you going? Actually, I saw a thing this week that apparently iPad users are 60% more likely than Kindle or Kindle Nook users to look up porn.
iPad users?
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you have any guesses why that might be?
Easier to
Walter might
clean.
have an
I don't know.
What do you think?
I've never looked up porn on my Kindle, but
We'll see.
What if you had an iPad?
I haven't even thought
consider-
about
Sure he hasn't. Sure he hasn't.
Maybe it's because on a Kindle, all you get is like Amazon's version of porn. I mean, they don't let you like look at like regular internet porn.
They try to sell
know?
you porn.
It's all British porn where most of their clothes are still on and they want to have a conversation about shit.
you know.
Afterwards, there's a 25-minute tea drinking scene that nobody understands.
That could happen.
Wow, that's...
Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't
yes,
remember.
unveiling something.
3D phone.
3D phone.
Should I get?
No,
We got 5 together.
oh, you do? So you get 5 points.
You get points, man.
Boom, boom, boom. Wait, you get 3 points, Jed.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Because you get 1 for each.
Well,
One
then
for each
I
of
had
those
3
things.
before, so I get 8.
No.
I had 3 before.
You get 3 for the initial 3, and then you get 1 for each extra one.
Oh, so you get 5.
Yeah. But it doesn't count until you get your third.
Yeah, you're still winning. What are you whining about?
Win more. Win America.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got a bullet wound.
It's a good
America!
True.
How long are we going to use that? I just had to be that guy. All right.
It's been 3 weeks, man. Get over it.
Shit, the fucking stitches are out. Have any of you used, like, just in a store or anything like that, looked at the 3DS from Nintendo at all? With the you have?
I have kids, so
Right.
we've seen the 3DS.
There was a big thing when it came out of people getting sick from it. Like, it would hurt, it would give them headaches,
And this is why they
give them
made the
motion
2DS.
sickness. Yes. And this isn't a thing you can put down. This is your phone. You're going to end up looking at it most of the time.
Is there a-
They've got to have a switch. Yeah.
Right, as a 2D mode.
There's got to be a 2D.
I mean,
Right?
there has to be pretty much.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
It's my turn.
What? I've heard that the good things that it's used for is like Google Maps.
Oh, yeah, because I really need that.
Yeah, and some mobile game playing stuff because that's the new big money making thing for people. I myself am not too interested in the 3D phone. Do you think this is going to be like the 3D TV thing where every company is going to start to come out with a new 3D phone?
In the hopes that people will start buying it. Like, oh, you guys, it's a trend. Everyone's got one. We should get one too.
Everybody wants one.
I just got a smartphone, so.
Well, it's also it's also interesting that Amazon's coming out with a phone.
What do they plan on presenting in 3D? I mean, you're going to watch a 3D movie on a phone? Are they going to translate that? Or is it just they're going to have like cool apps that are like, ooh,
I'm sure it's going to be
look
mostly
at your
apps.
calendar in 3D. Ooh.
Boring.
I don't know if the phone will have the resolution to do a 3D movie. Do you think?
Right? That would be weird to
Then
me.
I don't understand. That's just them going, guys, we haven't been in the news since the drone thing that Jeff talked about in New Year's.
We've got Amazon TV now.
But that's not sexy enough.
That's not
Apple
sexy.
TV and Amazon TV, I get them kind of confused sometimes, says the consumer.
Yep.
But you know what Amazon has is a 3D phone, you guys. Oh my God.
Hey, I can buy directly from Amazon, get free shipping, you don't pay tax on it.
Things would totally change if what they mean by a 3D phone is that you put it down, you press a button, and suddenly there's a hologram.
Like, look.
And you can do this.
She's all... And then
Spread
she's
shit
all
out,
like,
right? And you can like look at stuff, and you can swoop
Help
it.
me,
And you
Obi-Wan
can throw it on
Kenobi,
your
you're my
TV.
only hope.
Now it's on your TV.
Yes,
Now
that I want.
That
I
would be an awesome
want.
Interesting new topic. I don't remember the company, but I read this week that there's a company that's going to start to put out a $30 chip you can put into your
Brain,
iPhone,
right here,
that will work in the
Do I get 1 extra point or
work in the SD dock. That can do small projections off of your
Oh my god.
It's about time.
Yep,
God
there you
damn
go.
it.
off your iPhone. So that's
I
kind of
want to
cool.
touch that stuff.
I want to be in a galaxy far, far away a long
Hells
time
yeah.
ago.
Well, sure. I don't want to be around you.
I'm
either.
a minority.
Yeah.
Shit.
That, you're right.
You want a bald woman making little cue balls come out of the ceiling?
Especially that bald woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I have no points. This is going well.
They've watched the show, they know.
But yeah, so we're in agreement. This is probably just gimmick, not real thing.
I can't see how that's going to add to my productive use of my phone, having a 3D screen. I can't see it.
Well, when
I can't see it. I won't see it.
Well, when you're shopping for sex toys on Amazon, maybe it's useful there too.
There you go.
Like you can see all the individual ridges.
It could certainly open up an entirely new sort of,
pornography.
That's a commercial I'd like to see. When you're shopping for sex toys on Amazon, we recommend that you use your
They're called personal
Amazon
massages.
3D. As you can see, whoop,
Look at the full rotation on the Utachi magic wand.
and then you just have some guy moaning in the background.
Is he dying?
that?
not attractive. And then he finishes. What the hell was that?
Oh my god.
Why did I have to listen to it? I hate you.
Andrea's not laughing because she's heard it before.
That's not true. This is my own face. Waffles. I want waffles. Don't act like you guys haven't been there. All right.
You guys want waffles too, damn it.
I always.
All right. Next topic. Mars One. Does anybody know what the Mars One project is? Off the top of your head.
It's that thing that Elon Musk is doing.
No, I don't think he's involved.
Are they something to do with the Space One, SpaceX?
It's a Norwegian nonprofit.
Pay somebody $1 million.
No, it's a Norwegian nonprofit that is actively trying to put the first settlement on Mars, first 4 people settlement on Mars by 2025.
Just 4 people?
Just 4 people.
That would drive me fucking crazy.
Always that little.
Yeah,
bit
just
of
one of
They're
them's
never going to
really
be able to
fucking
come back
annoying.
either.
No, you can't. There's no.
It's a one-way trip.
I have run out of that piece.
But they started 2 years ago with 200,000 applicants. Actually, 200,000 applicants. They're down to 705. They've narrowed it down to 705. By this time next year, they want to be down to 8 teams of 4 people, so that they can work from there. In order to get to the 8 teams, they have gotten Endemol, the production company that started Big Brother. They're going to turn this into a television show.
Why wouldn't they turn this into a television show?
Yeah.
Supposedly, you can vote from home on which team should go to Mars.
That's
Doesn't
great.
mean that you're the smartest. Who cares?
It just matters how big your tits are, how good you look.
This sounds like a really bad Pauly Shore movie.
So we're talking like 2 guys.
This is not a good idea.
The wheels
Halfway
going
there,
to Mars.
it's just going to be like a giant dramatic bloodbath, and it's going to be like, you slept with him and me, and you told me you blah, blah, blah. And surprise, surprise,
We
I'm
were supposed to
gay!
procreate tonight.
And then everyone just ends up dying.
Oh, with cool special weapons to use on Mars.
It's going to be just like Prometheus, but not as cool.
Now, this was done because in order to make this happen, they're going to need to put together $4.3 billion US.
Oh my god.
I wonder what Norway's exchange rate is. Are they in the euro?
They're in the euro.
Does anyone know?
Yeah, they're in the euro because I had to change that from the euro. It was 3.2, I think, in the euro. And it's a 1.35 exchange rate. I found that out. I learned things. I know stuff.
The Norwegians.
I don't think a reality TV show is going to bring that in. I think they'd be better off coming up with some kind of cool online tool and selling it to Amazon or Google or something.
Yeah.
That's you're going to get much closer to $1 billion or $2 billion or $4 billion doing that.
Yeah,
than a reality show. I just don't see that happening.
That'd be a hell of a reality show, right?
Right? Maybe it's
You would have to appear in every country, and to call in, it would cost $10 a minute or some shit like that.
Or your merchandise would have to be fucking awesome.
Would you like a gold-plated mug?
Or $50,000.
This is Mars One on it.
Mars One.
Because we can give you that.
You'll be one of
Kind
50,000
of need the
people
gold
that
for the electronics in our spaceship, but it's fine.
Again, I'm out of those. I get that.
Well, you don't get to go then. Fuck you. No, you don't get to go then.
I want to go.
No,
Fine, I won't go then. Fine. I want to go. I don't want to go, Mike.
See the cheating? What?
So, would you guys watch that show?
No.
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 And it's
God.
Not even a little bit. No.
I'm kind of in that boat too. It seems lofty by the science community because NASA's trying to do effectively the same thing, but their goal is 10 years after. Theirs in 2035
What
as
about
opposed to 2025.
Elon Musk,
And
my understanding is
that's a government-driven.
that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
is
he's trying to do
really
this,
trying
yeah.
to get to Mars as well.
But he can.
He and the Norwegians, they should bond.
Join forces.
Mate.
Or mate.
They should mate.
They should bait. and then mate.
So third base first.
And then they should go to Mars.
Absolutely.
Is that going to be like a big thing in like 10 years? Like who can get to Mars first? Like the moon race or whatever.
Right.
From the 60s.
But it's all going to be like private companies. And,
Yeah.
It's not going to be countries anymore. It's like
non-profit organizations. All right, next topic. GM car text app. What? GM just apparently had a big conference or something like that, company-wide conference in Detroit.
Sarcophagus of death.
Detroit.
Rolling sarcophagus.
Would you guys stop being a fucking douche? I haven't scored a goddamn point yet.
Oh, life is so difficult for you, Michael.
Oh my god.
We totally recognize.
I hate you. I hate all of you. You know what? Welcome to the upcoming game for all of you.
Play of the game. Look at that. I don't think anyone can top that. Wow.
No, okay. They recently had a big company-wide conference. GM's kind of a big company now because they've eaten a bunch of little companies. But the GM Chinese Director of R&D did a talk there, and apparently they have developed an app, a new app for smartphones. China, for those who don't know, is a very connected country when it comes to like social media and stuff like that.
In their larger cities.
It's censored, but you know.
Yeah, it's censored, but
And there's a lot of
3
rural
points.
where there is no Wi-Fi or clean water to be had.
but there's one social media thing. It's called like Web Cheaty or something like that. But literally 1 billion people have it in that country.
Gotcha. All right.
Well, there's literally 1 billion people.
There's like 1 billion Chinese people. So
Billions.
everybody in China has this. Because there's billions of them.
Well, they developed this thing because they're internally very connected social media place. That you can scan the license plate of the car in front of you.
Fuck.
And
Oh my god!
it immediately broadcasts into this cloud ID service that very clearly exists in China, and will immediately allow you to text the person in the car in front of you.
No, that's a terrible plan. Did stalkers come up with this plan? There was a bunch of serial killers pushing that
I
through.
did see that.
It was the Chinese.
It's called DD. It's called DD Plate right now.
Oh my god.
The best part of this whole thing is that the guy's whole name who developed this is Du. D-U. And Du done did some shit.
Walter won.
It not only works with smartphones, but it works with Google Glass. Walter won!
Walter!
It was a tie.
Nice work, nice work.
It was a tie.
Good job,
If
good
we're playing
job.
golf,
We worked hard,
I won
we worked
because I'm
hard.
like negative 30 points right now.
I
I
can
lost a point, and then I gained a
Yeah.
point.
And
So I
here's the
did
thing:
it.
all of us have been in a situation where we wish we could have done.
Yes, that is
Yes,
true.
Every
That
single
is
one
true.
of us. Now they can actually do it in China.
Also-
you can see how it's going to go. Screech! Oh, you fucking fuck! Boom! And then the star stops, and the guy gets out, and he's got a big old club, and he's going to go.
Like they can't have that in Russia.
Turns out it was Jet Li the whole time.
Don't kill me!
You're a Buddhist! You're a Buddhist! You're a Buddhist! Yeah, a Buddhist kicking your fucking ass.
Mr. Corvette driver, you are a douche.
Oh man.
So that's effectively what that app's going to be used for, right? Like just telling
Yes.
people that
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck was.
Yep.
Right?
Or being all creepy and being like, I saw you naked.
Their
God!
video they had with it was kind of creepy too. The very first scenario they did was a guy texting at a woman saying, "Hey, you want to go out?" Of course, because it was a marketing thing, she goes, of course."
I sure would. I'm just here to be a product and to please you.
It's true.
As soon as they add some kind of video or photo capability to
Oh,
that
God.
app, oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
So many people driving without pants.
Yes.
So many
You
people
know it's
driving
gonna
without
happen.
pants.
You know
So
it's
many
gonna
penises
happen.
out there, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, you're right. That is like a tool designed specifically for creepy fuckers.
But it's not just smartphones. Like I said, they're using it with Google Glass. Apparently,
Oh,
if you
God.
look at the plate long enough, it will immediately do the app thing. You just got to look at it for a second.
It's not,
captures the
it's not
plate.
even. It's not even that easy to find people with their license plates. So this has to be connected through some government shit.
Well, it
He's
makes
right.
sense. It's
That's
the
totally
communist
true.
country that is doing
I
it.
would
is
agree with
true,
that.
true.
I don't think
Yeah.
they could be translated so easily over here.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's kind of hard to find.
It'd be
people's
harder.
plates. I've tried.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Yep.
You've got to pay extra money. And,
Motherfucker, who the fuck would...
God damn it! You ran into my car.
Yeah, so, I don't know, it sounded like a fun idea to go, fuck you! But immediately, as soon as that happened, if it happened over here, my question to you is, what percentage of incoming texts would you all start to get? Because there's nobody in this room that can say zero.
Right,
There's
right.
nobody that can
Yeah.
say zero.
That's true.
No, you drive like a fucking grandma.
Oh, that's
That's
not
what
why
you're
she's
gonna
going to be getting texts.
Yep.
I saw you. You're pretty.
I only saw you from the neck up, but that's enough, baby.
Exactly.
Take out your boobs, please.
Yes, it will
Please,
totally
with
be like
PLZ.
Yep, that's just a good yeah.
I would say my text would double. I'm gonna bet on double. I would have to get another plan.
Yep.
Zero times two is still two.
Anybody
It's
want
like, look at you.
jokes? Or they?
If we look at your phone, we would just see text from me and like nobody else.
That's not true. My dad was texting me earlier today.
Your dad texted you?
I bought him baseball tickets,
Good for you.
What a good son.
officiating my wedding.
Nice.
Good
Mike,
son.
the good son.
Yes. Occasionally.
My dad will get a phone call that'll be like, "Thanks for donating your sperm, dude."
My dad's
So.
Aww. Walter wins! Walter wins!
Just went to
Hey,
Dark
I mean, the
Place
dice. I gotta ready to roll this.
There you
We're
go.
playing again.
There's
I want
kind of
to.
a part of me that does want that happen.
Who cares?
Just so I can talk to people and go, fuck you.
I'm pretty sure you get beat up.
I rage hard when I drive.
I have no doubt.
You guys. Mike rages hard.
Yes, he does.
Every day I fucking rage!
I like that.
That means he gets boners.
Is it? Does it?
Is that?
Alright. Last news topic of the week.
No.
Google satellites. Google has a plan to launch
Yes, they do.
180 satellites
Damn right they
I
do.
don't think anything can go wrong with
to
that.
give wireless internet to the 2/3 of the planet that either has limited or no internet currently.
So
Why
they
don't
get
they
free
just use the
internet
moon?
and we get fucked?
Like that Australian
They
outback.
do get free internet,
And we get fucked.
yes, but they're going to have to deal with 1,000 ads a minute. How do you think they pay for that? They recently bought a company called Titan Aerospace, which developed
They bought
Titan Aerospace that developed a 250-pound, 5-month-long solar-powered satellite that can be shot up for almost nothing, and it just hangs out up there for 5 months, no maintenance required.
Really?
And they bought out that company for only $20 million.
What?
Yeah, only $20 million about a month ago, and then just a couple days came out with, hey, we're doing this now. They've been experimenting with ways to give free internet out, wireless internet out for a while now. A few years ago, they actually, not joking, tried balloons.
Not just a few years ago, like last year.
Yeah, they did.
And there's a big problem in Kentucky, Pike County, Kentucky. You people are geniuses. Where they thought there was a UFO circling the county.
I got it!
I mean, it happened.
Oh, of course they did.
The South.
Gotta love them.
They thought the big G on the balloon was some kind of alien calligraphy.
I know A and I know B, and I don't know what that is. They've also they were also experimenting with drones for a while, and that didn't really pan out. It wasn't cost efficient. But this seems to be cost efficient if you would call $3 billion cost efficient.
Well, they got $3 billion. I mean, they do. They got.
Do what they want.
To do all 180 satellites, it would cost them
Google.
$3 billion. So they're going to do a slow rollout and just spend $1 billion at start and see how it goes.
Yeah, well, that's what I would do too. conservative with your billions. People
Be
gonna have them
conservative.
forever.
This is kind of cool, right? I mean, we're not going to partake in
it's
it.
kind of cool. I don't know if it's as cool as getting your Wi-Fi signal from the moon, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, you won't need it from the moon now. It'll just be over there.
It'll just be right there.
Apparently, they're boasting they can do 1 gigabyte per second. Not super fast, but considering completely wireless signal and completely free, fine. And considering the parts of the world they're trying to give it to,
Right.
yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit.
No, until I see it.
100%. People still live there, apparently.
They do.
I love reading stories about how people will go into the neighborhoods that are all burned out and tore up, and they'll just find a house and be like, "This is my house."
Yep.
And then they'll just start building, working, making
Might as
it
well.
nice. There's like no electricity.
Stealing shit from other houses that are next door. Why not?
It's like the Wild West.
Do you watch Anthony Bourdain's news show that he has for CNN?
Who's Anthony Bourdain?
Anthony Bourdain, he was on No Reservations.
Really?
Is that a food show?
Yes, it was a travel/food show.
Yeah, where you would go to distant lands and eat weird shit.
He's probably the only person I would consider.
You are gold, sir, not green.
That's what I did. 1, 2, 3.
So Mike got points. We didn't.
What are you talking about? No, I put this one in.
1, 2, 3.
He gave you points. He didn't give you something.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, I'll keep it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look, I got to score points somehow. I'm getting some points in this game.
My bad.
Yeah.
No, this is a cool story. $3 billion. I can only imagine the amount of ads they're gonna fucking jam into that to make back their $3 billion. But fuck it, whatever. When Google is the only search engine used on the planet after this, it's a pretty good movie.
We should pay homage to all the old homage to all the old search engines.
Yeah.
Alta Vista.
Oh, Dogpile.
Dogpile. I
Jeeves.
used that for a while. Was that actually a search engine?
Yeah,
it was.
Because you would
It was
because the
search
whole
engine.
thing is you would ask it would encourage you to ask whole sentences,
Oh,
which you
right,
could
right,
do on
right.
every other
Yeah,
one,
exactly.
Yeah.
but they would just market it on theirs for some reason.
Yeah, that was the gimmick. That was the gimmick. Hey, Jeeves, what's blah, blah, blah?
Yes.
What about Bing? That's
Awful.
I hate
Look,
Bing.
if you would like all the viruses on your computer, use Internet Explorer
And
and
Bing.
use
there
Bing,
you go. There you go. Exactly.
and then you'll have them all.
It comes
It's like
start a
Pokemon.
collection.
It goes packaged all.
Get each one.
Get each
Oh,
one. That's your
man.
Pokemon.
I don't-
Get each one.
I don't.
Gotta get them all.
I don't have a Pokemon.
I don't
catch
either.
it.
I don't either.
I got
I don't
nothing
even
for
make
that.
sure I know what
All
Pokemon
right.
100%
So now I want to. I'll bring on the thing we started last week. Indie picks. Do you guys have indie picks for this week? Well, we're doing this thing where if there's something new and cool that you just heard about that's coming out or something like that,
Picks?
a band.
Well, thanks for sharing this with me now.
Right? No chance to prep for that. That happened to us last
That's
week.
okay. I don't got anything either.
I don't
so.
prep people. No, if there's a band you like that just had an album come out, or there's a new movie that you want people should check out, or something like that, whatever. The one I want to talk about this week is a Vice documentary. For those who don't know, Vice is a actually YouTube company, documentary series that do international documentaries from all over the world.
But they're now on HBO, so can they be considered indie anymore?
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. Sure.
Okay.
You get another point.
I'm just establishing the rules.
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I don't think the indie. When I said that, I don't think it applies to. They can only be small stream. I think it just means independent unto us. What
Okay.
would you like to?
Dig it.
Don't.
He's like, she said, "Go, I want to play the
3
game."
points.
Woo! On the board. I just there's a new series that just came. A new show, new documentary that just came out a couple days ago, and it's called Post-Traumatic Streets Disorder, and it's talking about how inner city LA kids have all have a greater percentage of PTSD than people coming back from the war.
All right, I have a question.
Interesting.
So if I play and I leave an open space, I lose a point.
You lose a point for each open space.
But I would gain a point also. So would that negate the point?
Yes.
You would wash it.
There you go.
There you
So you washed
Alright.
it.
go. With your hands.
And So go and your
Post-traumatic stress disorder. LA.
Yeah, it's talking about how young kids, as young as 7, 8, are having to deal with the same things that returning soldiers are having to deal with, just because of the amount of violence in their neighborhood.
I can see that.
It's only about 22 minutes long. It's called post-traumatic stress disorder. You should absolutely check it out. If you're not watching Vice on YouTube anyway, you should be doing that anyway, because just some of the shit that they come through on there. There was one a little while back called the Giants of Iceland. It's all about the history of extreme World's Strongest Man competitors in Iceland. Yeah,
there's something in the water there for
the guy who plays the
sure.
Mountain right now on Game of Thrones is got second in the World's Strongest Man tournament this year.
No shit.
Yeah, and he's from Iceland.
Which is surprisingly green.
Yes,
right.
Icy at all.
Apparently, he
Greenland's
can
apparently quite
deadlift 994 pounds.
So he could probably lift you over his head to sort of.
He can flip cars by himself.
Oh man.
Yeah. Definitely check it out. Do you guys have anything?
Cars.
Has anybody seen Million Ways to Die in the West yet?
No. Has anybody seen that? Million Ways to Die?
I have not.
Nope.
I have not seen that.
You said that it's getting pretty crap reviews.
That's what
Is
I've
it?
heard.
Yeah, like 30% on Rotten.
30% on
Is that
Rotten
fans or
Tomatoes.
critics?
Critics.
I expect the critics to pan it. What are the fans?
Maleficent got like 50%.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, Maleficent, I've heard, is bad except for Angelina Jolie.
I'm looking forward to seeing Only Lovers Left Alive.
Did I go?
I'm going to go see that.
What is that?
That's Tilda Swinton
just going?
and Tom Hiddleston.
Well, Tom Hiddleston's in it. I'm in.
Yeah. Vampire Lovers.
Yes.
Directed by Jim Jarmusch.
Well, it's a vampire movie. I'm doubling.
I think
Boom!
the critics are expecting this to be a plot to Million Ways to Die in the West.
No, it's a fucking Seth MacFarlane movie.
You gotta speak louder if you're gonna add to the conversation.
Oh, fucking.
From your diaphragm.
He's talking to himself.
There's not supposed to be
Crazy Walter!
He'll really pick up like a mouse.
Beakers here?
That's Beaker.
Alright, that's all I want to do. Let's go to the last thing we do every week.
What do we
And
do
it's
every
called
week?
The Hypothetical of the Week! Just making noises.
This is new. This is new.
We've done this for since week 10.
Well, I must have missed. I was before week 10.
You weren't
Okay.
paying attention. That's all.
Alright.
That's what it was.
I come up with a hypothetical and everybody answers.
Okay.
The hypothetical is, so Google, as many nice things as they pretend to do, giant evil corporation, right?
Sure.
So what's the real reason they're putting 180 satellites in the outer spaces?
How else are we going to spy on our citizens? Come on.
But Google's spying on us now too.
Google wants to be they want to be a sovereign nation. So
The sovereign nation of Google.
they're going to make their own nation. Yes.
We're doing Blade Runner shit now.
Yes.
I think it's way simpler than all of you realize. I think all they want is the ability to deploy tactical nuclear weapons wherever they want to deploy them. It's that simple,
That's
people.
all they want.
That's all they want. Megalomaniacal shit here, okay?
That's what I am afraid of. Nuclear weapons powered by Google Maps.
It would still probably be.
Although small town Nebraska is fine, so we're good.
Completed that joke perfectly.
Turn left in 3. You just missed your turn. I'm doing 700 miles an hour. Yeah, you've got a dude behind it. God damn it! Just a little before I get there.
I would also like to think they would just want to try to recreate that scene from Real Genius when they pop the popcorn.
Yes.
inside that
Yes.
guy. Like all over the world.
Absolutely.
There's some guy
All over
going.
the
They got so much money. They're just like, oh, they're lying around in like bean bags full of money, right? And there's like, what are we gonna do with all this money? Hey, I just saw Real Genius. Remember that thing with the popcorn in the house?
Yeah.
Well, fuck yeah, let's do that.
We need a sweepstakes guy.
No, I'm not saying they're exclusively doing that, but I am saying that is a perk of what they're doing.
There you go. Exactly.
Dorothy.
Yes. I'm kind of with Walter in that I think what they're doing is they're setting up to take over the world, literally in terms of a government. I think that Google's actually run by aliens. And this is one of those long, slow build invasions. And we're like, oh yeah, well guys, you know what their tagline is don't be evil. So they're probably fine.
Doctor Who did this with the little black boxes.
Oh, no.
And we're just suckered in, just like fish on
The way X-Files should have ended.
There we go.
Well, Google here's what mine is. Google, all the things you use Google on, every time you look at Google, there's a slow subliminal message in light that's been pushing into your eyes, right? And it's reprogrammed everyone's brain just a little bit. So from these satellites, if you...
That's what the hole in the...
Yeah, that's what the hole in the... If you disagree with Google at any point in its future when it takes over because of the machines, they will immediately be able to fire a laser-encoded thing into your brain, and you will just have 10 brain melt strokes at once, and you will die.
Or what if, like, nanotube robots go into your brain and change your brain pathways, and then you're a robot?
They're already
here.
The nanites are already here!
It's just like scanners.
Yep.
Well, I, for one, welcome our new Google overlords.
I have an Android phone.
Hey, can you tell me which...
I use Chrome.
After you get done subjugating me, can you tell me which sushi restaurant I should go to? That'd be great.
We want you to feel like you have autonomy.
You do have autonomy.
All those stars. I just see the stars, and I'm like, yep, that's good.
I'm going to buy something through Amazon. No, you're not. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. They didn't pay their bill. Okay. All right, guys, bye! Look at cool stuff, play games, have fun, play! Bye!
Turn shit off now.
I love the fact that that dude's name is Do. Do you think he got many Scooby-Doo jokes?
Oh my god.
Or like doo-doo jokes?
I would not want to have grown up with a name like Do.
Dude, what'd you do yesterday?
Dude.
Me! Alright, I know the joke! It's me! Leave me alone!
What do you do when Do steps in doo-doo?
Well, you wipe it off your shoe. Do shoe.